Live though.
Live. Wait.
Check.
Oye, te hablo desde la prisión. Wilson Manyoma. Corona.
Hey.
Oh, good lord. It's the Masters of None and Twizzy himself here for episode 131 of the Masters of None podcast.
Episode 131, 7:30, Tuesday, ready to fucking rock.
You know, ready to rock. You already know, man. Get us demonetized in T minus
know.
2 seconds. My man. And, but yeah, guys, remember, please, real quick, we'll get this out of the way. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Make sure that you like this video if you enjoy what we're doing. Make sure that you guys, if you missed any episodes in the past or you're curious about previous content, go back, do your homework, watch some of those old episodes on our YouTube channel. And you can follow us on any social media. It'll be down in the description below. And also, if you guys don't have an opportunity to watch the video episodes, or you'd rather listen to it while you drive, listen to it while you're at work with headphones preferably, because we can't always guarantee, it is a live show. We can't guarantee what will or will not be said.
Listen to it on the weekends.
Yeah, exactly.
Listen to it while you rub your dog.
And yeah, so you could check out all our audio versions on any podcast platform that you consume your podcast on, whether it be Spotify, Stitcher, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts. And if you don't find us on a particular platform that you prefer to use, Berto, let them
DM
know
us
what
on
they
Instagram.
can do.
You find us on Instagram, you DM us, you tell me what obscure app you're using, and I'll throw us on there. But that's it. That's the quick little plug. You guys have just been plugged, and now we're ready to begin the show.
Yeah, that's right. Twiz, say what's up to the people, man.
Yo, what's going on, man? How y'all feeling today?
Hey.
Everybody good?
How y'all feeling? We feeling good. We're feeling good. And
Whenever you guys see anything happening on the screen, it's not witchcraft. It's Twiz in the background with his fucking magic fingers twizzing it up back there.
bam, 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 bam.
You know what I'm saying?
Bam, bam. That's the man right there, man. That's the man that makes it all happen, man.
Facts.
Yeah, so we got a lot of stuff. It's a good day to not be a Russian billionaire, billionaire. What do you call it? A crypto investor, a crypto manager.
Oh, I don't know what they're called. What do
I think they called him a
cryptoneers?
financier or something like that. They described him as.
You sent me something I didn't. I'm not going to lie to you. I didn't read it, so you're going to have to explain to me, just like you're going to explain to the people what's going on.
All right, so I'll explain to the people. So there's been a series, if you guys are familiar with anything, that people that go to, sometimes that are affiliated with things in the country of Shmusha, sometimes they just been dying some mysterious deaths and weird things, engaged in certain foreign affairs and what have you. Evidently, on November 25th, a gentleman that is a billionaire, well-known crypto investor and manager and stuff, and he's a billionaire. He died in some kind of unexplained, strange helicopter crash. Then come to find out, he's got some ties to like special ops in Moscow and stuff. And one of the other passengers that was supposed to go on the helicopter too canceled last minute.
Ooh.
And then the chopper goes down, and it was like a beautiful day out. It was like no weather issues, no concerns of like, you know, excess wind or
everybody die?
inclement weather. They say the pilot and that guy.
Damn.
Yeah, so you know, so I was like, damn, either that guy that canceled is on some Final Destination shit, or
So yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
You know what's funny? I was gonna say, you know what's funny,
yeah. But
but it's not really funny. But dude, in like other places of the world, I think people forget, like Americans forget that like they don't play by the rules everywhere else in the world. Like a lot of other places in the world, it's not
Yeah.
like this. You know what I'm saying? Who's to say we're playing by the rules? But over there, it's a little more like we're gonna do what the fuck we want. You know, so it's not far fetched to think like something weird happened and like, you know,
Yeah.
this was intentional.
yeah, in America, we try to like, you know, try to hide the travel by taking just a short third step toward the rim.
Yeah.
Like over there, they're just not dribbling.
Yeah.
They're just like out the way, son.
You know how people going crazy over Jeffrey Epstein? That shit probably happens every Tuesday out there. Somebody just dies and they're just like, oh, whoopsie, he
Yeah.
slipped in the shower.
Yeah, and people are dropping shirts that are like Epstein did not Epstein himself.
Yeah, dude, people. Dude, I see people get tattoos of the dumbest shit now, but I seen people with the tattoo like that. What was like the thing that was going around? Was it Epstein didn't do it or some shit like that?
Yeah, Juan. It was Juan. It was like Epstein didn't kill himself.
Yeah, is that what you're talking about?
I forgot. There was like a thing that there was like a doesn't matter.
It was something about unaliving.
Unalive, yeah, and a tattoo of it. But
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, he's probably sad to be missing the Balenciaga campaign. You know, he's probably he's down there looking up and and
you say, damn, what a time to be
he's
alive.
like, damn. He's like, I invested heavily in this. We've been planning this. We've been planning this press run for some time now.
Yeah, they used my people. Yeah, this one's weird. Balenciaga put out a campaign that showed like young children holding teddy bears, and the teddy bears had like S&M outfits on.
Yeah.
They had like what would you call that, Swizz? There was like a dungeon, like a gimp. It didn't have a gimp suit on, but it's as close as you're gonna get to a
Like
gimp
an
suit.
executioner or something?
I don't even think it was like a.
It was
like
straps.
Like-
yeah.
yeah,
It was like
black
leather straps, like belt wear, right? Like harnesses and
Yeah.
stuff like that.
And then there was paperwork on the desk, and you could correct me if I'm wrong, but the paperwork was essentially like past legislation on like children's schmornography.
Yeah, it was something like that. There was one part where they photographed a bag on top of a desk with a bunch of cluttered paperwork and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And if you zoomed in on that paperwork, they're saying that part of the verbiage on the page is related to some kind of law or some kind of amendment or some kind of something in a local law type
Yeah.
of jargon.
Yeah.
that kind
Some
of
form of like legislation.
yeah, some kind of legal, jargon. And it said something regarding, it was about something that abolished some kind of child,
You could fill in the rest.
entertainment type of, I don't know how you would say
Yeah,
that.
how do you-
I'm
yeah.
trying,
You guys know what we're talking about.
We're tiptoeing around trying not to get our videos flagged, all right?
Yeah.
We're doing this podcast thing like for real. so we're trying to play nice in a sandbox and say all the things that they're supposed to be said. So we're just going to steer clear of this. So check out the Balenciaga.
Yeah, look at the Balenciaga campaign and you tell us, what do you guys think about it? You know what? It's super. Do you think that this is one of those things where people are looking like too deep into something?
No.
Or do you think this is one of these things? Because I believe that does exist. I'm not necessarily saying that. I'm just curious of your guys' perspective. Or do you think that this is somebody that's like, are we nitpicking? Or are we starting to figure shit out?
No.
I think too many things line up, and clearly there's some kind of agenda involving children that's being put out, in my opinion. There are people in power that are doing weird things. They're allowing weird things to occur, and they're pursuing weird things. And, if it looks like a duck, quacks like a duck, and walks like a duck, it's a duck. You know what I'm saying?
That is a fact.
That's a bloody duck. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
God damn it.
That's a fact. I mean, they issued a statement Pretty much trying to address, whatever. I don't know if you guys want to hear a little bit of the
Let's hear it.
of the verbiage. They were like, they said, we would like to address the controversy surrounding our recent ad campaigns. We strongly condemn child schmooze. It was never our intent to include in our narrative. The two separate ad campaigns in question reflect a series of grievous errors for which Balenciaga takes responsibility. The first campaign, the gift collection campaign, featured children with plush bear bags dressed in what some have labeled Beady Shmishmam inspired outfits. Our plush bear bags in the gift collection should not have been featured with children. This was a wrong choice by Balenciaga, combined with our failure in assessing and validating images. The responsibility for this lies with Balenciaga alone. The second separate campaign for spring 2023, which was meant to replicate a business office environment, included a photo with a page in the background for a Supreme Court ruling, United States v. Williams, 2008, which confirms is illegal and not protected by freedom of speech, the promotion of child. All the items included in this shooting were provided by third parties that confirmed in writing that these props were fake office documents. They turned out to be real legal papers, most likely coming from the filming of a television drama. The inclusion of these unapproved documents was the result of reckless negligence for which Balenciaga has filed a complaint. We take full accountability for our lack of oversight and control of the documents in the background, and we could have done things differently. There's more to it, but it's really,
Yeah, I mean, that's just like the classic, like, oh, fuck, you guys, my bad, didn't fucking see that. It's like, how many people, this is probably gets checked like 1,000 times before it goes out, right?
Yep.
What does that?
Like an ad campaign, an image.
I think that it's supposed to, but I think that certain people that align themselves with weird beliefs end up having too much carte blanche in these areas. It gets weird because there's so many things that come out like this, I feel like, where people are just not there. There's less oversight in a creative space.
Yeah. Are people buying their kids Balenciaga shit? Because Balenciaga makes kid shit?
It wasn't, I don't think it really had much to do with kids, did it?
Were
They even relevant to the line? I don't think it was a children's line.
No, it's just part of the campaign. I'm almost 1,000% sure. I don't really follow. Listen, this isn't Louis Vuitton. Everybody doesn't have one of these. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Does this work? I'm not even gonna touch it.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna.
See, YouTube,
fucking say
we're
it.
being good.
You see that? I'm
You see?
fucking controlling myself. All right, whatever. Balenciaga, you guys fucked up. I don't know. It's one of those things where.
Let's see. Hold on. It says they have a couple things.
So they do
who's
sell
ready
kids
for the
stuff.
merch drop?
Yeah,
soon.
shoes. It looks like.
Okay,
T-shirts.
so my only thing I was gonna say about that is that it's just like, I don't know. It's
Hoodies.
weird. I guess it's not weird to people with like a lot of money, but like kids outgrow shit so fast that to spend like what I'm sure is gonna be like $800 on a pair of kids' shoes or a kid's dress is like fucking crazy. But I guess
It's percentage wise, right?
Yeah.
It's like when Jay-Z went out to that dinner for his homie and he spent like $90,000 or something on champagne. And then he tipped the server something ridiculous like $10,000 or something. And people were like, how the hell? They were like, how can they be doing that? And if you think about it, he's really just tipping appropriately in regard to the bill.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that, that's...
And that $90,000 to him is like $100.
Yeah, that and who was it? I think it was, I want to say, who the hell was? Oh, Dave Ramsey broke that down. Of all people, I didn't think that he would support that frivolous spending and shit, but he was just like, he said, hey man, he said, you're not Jay-Z. He said, we talk about percentage of someone's annual revenue, and like he broke down like his earnings the year before and was like, that's nothing. That's like if you make $100,000 spending $1. Like it was like it was something crazy like that. It was something crazy like that. Like he was like, so everybody relax. It's crazy if you're not Jay-Z. If you're Jay-Z, it ain't a big deal.
Yeah. I'll tell you one thing. That's an industry where.
Did I just hear a cat?
Yeah. What was that?
Yeah, I don't know. I thought I heard a cat too, but
I swear to God.
It was like, where?
ain't no cats over here, man.
There's
Is there
a cat.
out the window? Or
There
something?
definitely is a cat in the window.
The hell?
Really?
110%. There's a cat. There's a cat that lives out there. You heard it, right?
Yo, I know I just heard a cat.
Are you guys hearing the cat? Justin, it's either out your window or out your window, Twist. Listen, this is going to be, I didn't want to say this, but I'm going to talk about this live.
Yo, time out.
because I'm not kidding. I don't know if you guys can hear the cat, or I don't know if one of you guys are fucking with me.
Nah, Spaz said he heard it.
Listen to this.
Wait.
Listen to this. He's out. He's there or he's there. This cat, I'm going to show you guys a picture of this cocksucker. I just took
so
a
you've
picture of him
seen this
today.
cat?
Have I seen him? He's been haunting my dreams.
Well,
I see this cat like he lives on my fucking property and somebody's feeding him because he wouldn't be here meowing at my fucking window if somebody didn't feed him. And I haven't gotten down to who it is. You know, there's not many people who live in my house.
I got an idea who it is.
There is a cat feeder, a previous offender in my house that feeds cats. All right, that has fed cats. Who's my mother-in-law? I love her, but I gotta say the truth. She's previously fed cats. Never in my house, but she loves animals. So you know, I don't really, you know, I don't blame her, but at the same time, like I don't want a pet cat. I don't want him meowing in our fucking space either. It sounds like he's on my lap. How the fuck did the mics even pick that up?
I don't know, but I heard him clear as day, like he's in here.
I'm gonna show you guys a picture of this little rascal, bro. He scared the shit out of me one day. I'm sitting at my computer, and for the people who I'm like paint a picture for you guys, I'm in like I'm at a desk, and right to the left of me is a window. I turn to my left, not to look out the window, but to like grab something from the other side of my desk, and in my window is this cat, black cat, green eyes. Look at this. Black cat, green eyes. Can we?
It's a beautiful little kitty.
I'm going to look at this. Oh.
I'm gonna have to put it in Justin's cam.
Yeah, I'm going to put it in the camera if you guys can see it. I don't know if it's going to, how good it's going to come across, but I'll try. Here, Twiz. Put it in front
Let's
of this
actually, here, put it over here. Oh, there you go.
Oh no, you can see it.
Oh, yeah, you can see it.
Back that thing.
There you go. Stop right there. Shift focus.
Perfect.
Ooh, that dual pixel autofocus, baby.
So,
That dual, bring it back. Woo! That dual pixel autofocus, baby.
so this
Shout out
cat,
Canon. Shout out Canon. Go ahead.
this cat, I don't know what I should call him, but he lives out there. I don't know what to do at this point. He won't leave.
Can we name him?
Yeah.
What's going on in the chat, Wiz? Can we catch up with the
I
chat?
got you.
Please.
I can't
So-
believe you guys heard it.
Please,
So,
please.
what you call it?
Spaz says, where's the cat cam?
Yeah, Spaz said, where's the cat cam, man? He also says, speaking of kids, did Twiz bring in any of those pink cupcakes for y'all?
Did Twiz bring in any of your pick cupcakes? Shit, I ate one. I almost ate two of them.
Yeah.
But there was another person here that wanted one.
I did eat the pink
Some
cupcakes.
co-hosts
Thought
over
they were
here.
great.
They were
Yeah.
good.
Thought it was good.
Yeah, listen, I just
My only complaint is that he didn't bring more.
You know what my complaint is?
What?
You know what my complaint is?
What? You got something?
That you did that Antichrist shit and peeled
Oh.
off and you took off the goddamn icing.
I can't
that
believe-
right there is some demonic type of shit. I've seen crazy shit in my life. Like I seen, Lil Nas X twerking on the devil, but
Yeah.
what you did was some next shit.
So I'm not fucking.
That's what I know.
I'm not into frosting. I'm not like a frosting guy. I don't know what it is. I'm not. It's like I feel like frosting is just like not. It's not liquid, but it's like a fluffy sugar. It's just like sugar. Like it's
Okay.
like. Oh, I don't
you-
think it's too sweet.
So by committing that atrocious act and turning that wonderful cupcake into a muffin, you think you made it what? Low sugar?
No, I don't. It's not about. It's
You
not
think
about
you made that a diabetic muffin?
It's not about the calories or the sugar. It's just
It's a low
too
fat
sweet.
muffin.
I'll tell you one thing. This isn't against anything against Twizz's cupcakes because I thought it was delicious, but
I don't believe you. The people don't believe
I
you.
always I find it hard to eat a cupcake because of the way it's like stacked. I think they're dealt a bad hand by making all the frosting have to be on top. It should be in the middle because you don't get a good distribution. Something about the frosting being on top, it just overwhelms you. If it was in the middle, you could put more and I'd eat it.
That
If
makes
was
it a
on-
cookie. If you took pasta and you put all the stuff in the middle of it, it's lasagna. It's not pasta no more. You see what I'm saying?
All I'm saying is
You
that.
take spaghetti and meatballs and stack it like playing cards. It's no longer spaghetti, bro.
So I guess you're absolutely right. Then I like. What do I like?
you
Then
like
I-
yellow. You like yellow cake muffins.
cake. Yeah, I like cake.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love a tres leche. But yeah, no, I don't eat the fucking frosting, and I think a lot of people do that.
Not that kind of
Yeah.
frosting. I'll take off the frosting from the supermarket. You know the supermarket frosting? That's real thick and dense. That shit is
Fondant?
nasty.
You eating fondant?
No, that's similar thing.
So
But
I don't
that-
want to hear a fucking word from you guys.
So I'm not
Nah,
gonna
nobody
go and
eats-
get
yeah, nobody
something
does that.
covered in fondant and then proceed to peel it.
You would just not eat it because you don't eat a whole cake in one. You get the corner of the cake and you carve out that motherfucking cake and leave all the fondant on the plate.
You took a cupcake, and you scalped it, right? Yeah. Now, if you were to take a slice of pizza and scrape the cheese off,
That's weird.
you're a weirdo.
Yeah, that's weird.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just one of those things. That's the topping. That's like taking getting an ice cream cone, knocking off the ice cream and eating the cone. That's what you did. You got a vanilla cone with rainbow sprinkles, and before you got off the curb, you dropped the fucking ice cream and you ate the cone.
That fucking
That's what you
cone
did.
is a tool. That shit is a vessel that carries the ice cream. We're lucky we could even eat it. That's a new thing. In my day, you used to have to bring your own cone, and it was metal.
In your
All
day,
right?
you had to bring a washable one.
Yeah.
Wrapped
You had to
in a
bring your
hanky.
own cone.
Get out of here.
You keep it in the freezer so it didn't melt the ice cream.
Shut
Yeah,
up.
that's crazy.
Some kids were poor. They had to keep it in their pocket. They had to eat their ice cream twice as fast.
Yeah, this guy over here taking
In
the
my
frosting,
country.
taking a frosting off a cupcake. How dare
Yeah,
you?
I don't like fucking frosting. But
Nobody told you to fuck it. We just told you to just not take it off.
That's crazy. Well, I just want to say shout out to my wonderful daughters who baked cupcakes with me this weekend. They're amazing. I love y'all.
yeah, they were good. They were
That's
delicious
legit.
cupcakes.
Oh, Spaz with the wrench. Spaz got himself a wrench.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about.
Spans. All right. Now over to some more serious news.
Oh wait, can I add something?
Yeah, go ahead.
You
what
were
you
just
got?
talking about. You guys were just talking about Jay-Z and the tip thing. Did you guys hear about that dude? It might be old. I'm sorry. A dude tipped like a waitress like $50, and like people in an uproar trying to say that he was cheap or something like that. And then he specified why he only tipped her $50 instead of 100, which is what he typically does. And people still didn't get it.
Wait, so what was it?
How much was the bill?
Yeah.
That's my question.
So I don't remember exactly what the bill was, but so here's the shtick.
Who's he? We
So-
talking about Hove?
No. We're not talking about Ho, but because we brought it up earlier. So there was a dude. He's like an investor. He went out with his wife to eat, and he was like, I was dressed in regular plain clothes. I didn't have on the jewelry. I didn't have on, all the fly stuff or whatever the case may be. He said, so I was being, he said I was being served by a waiter who looked like me. He said, and the service was absolutely terrible. He's like, it was bad. Like he said, the waiter removed things from my bill because she thought I couldn't afford it. Like I looked like I couldn't afford it. So when I asked at the end of the meal, like, yo, why did you remove these, like, why didn't you bring me these things or these items or whatever the case may be? They were like, well, I didn't think you could afford it. It was kind of expensive, whatever. So he said, I always tip $100 no matter where I go. He was like, but I only gave her 50, and I wrote an explanation. I said, you kind of profiled me. You didn't really know anything about me. And this guy happened to be well off, him and his wife, they were investors. So I think that's kind of crazy,
So he's saying that the server assumed that he couldn't afford the bill, so she removed items.
Yeah.
Or she didn't bring him items that he ordered.
Yeah, she didn't bring him items that he ordered. Like she didn't charge him for anything like that. She just completely like didn't key it in for him to make the item or whatever the case may be to bring it out because he looked like because he was a
That's
regular.
crazy.
Yeah, he was like a regular dude. But the kicker is that on the internet they were like bashing him like, oh, you bum, you didn't even tip in right, and et cetera, and they didn't even understand the
I
story.
wonder what the bill was because $50 is a generous tip for a bit. Like if you think about it, right? Let's say you bill you 20% is your tip, right?
Yeah, that's like a little over $200 bill.
Yeah.
You would give $50.
Yep.
Yeah, and that should be, and that's for like okay service. I probably,
Yeah.
you want to tip a little more if you can,
Yeah,
but
and that's 25%.
What?
It'd be $50.
I said over $200 bill. So it would
Yeah.
like $200 would be like 25%, but even so, it's close enough. But so I want a little more clarification. So this guy says, "Hey, give us the 2 tomahawk steaks, 2 orders of the burrata, and I want the most expensive tuna you got." And she goes in the kitchen laughing and is like, yo, Pancho at the corner table said he wants our most expensive shit.
Yep.
He said he wants the gold flakes on the rice ball or whatever the hell they're doing,
Yep.
And she was like, no, you can't have that.
Yep. She pretty much looked at like just 86'd it. So let me just 86 some of these things off of this.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
fucking
you hit
weird.
him with the 86. Okay.
That's fucking weird.
It's
I
kitchen
don't-
talk.
Yeah, it's kitchen talk, man. I watch my man too. Gordon Ramsay's a real one, yo.
I probably
That's
would
my
have
guy.
just gave her whatever. I give the same fucking amount. I just double the tax. Like I look at the tax and I double it. And I don't think that like you have to really fuck up
Wait,
for
time out.
me not to give you.
You need to insult me for me
Yeah.
to not tip. You need to come over and like try to hit on my girl, or you
Yeah.
need to come over. You need to do something outrageous for me to not tip you any money.
I once found a sheet of paper in my food, and I still gave the guy the fucking regular amount of tip.
I had a run in with a guy at in Little Italy, a restaurant owner.
What happened? Is this and I want to hear now. I want to hear stories about people who, when you didn't have to when you couldn't give a good tip. Go ahead, let's hear
Bro,
the story.
not only did I not tip, I didn't pay the bill.
Oh, what the fuck? What happened?
Bro, we're sitting there and we're eating. And as we're eating, the food is good. Food is good. Everything's cool. There's a lot of people in the restaurant. A cockroach is like walking toward my plate. Like the ballsiest cockroach I ever seen. Like a cockroach with rabies. You know when
This
you
is
see
a
a
Harlem cockroach?
Yeah, bro. You know when you see like a raccoon in the daytime and it's
Yeah.
like approaching you, you're like, oh, this shit got a disease. You know what I'm saying? Right away you're like,
Yeah.
that squirrel's being too friendly.
Rabies!
Yeah, facts. So this roach starts kind of encroaching on my personal space. And I'm like,
Yeah.
first of all, there's a roach on the table that's kind of, I'm not a fan. I know it's a restaurant and I know this is New York City and I'm also realistic. And I understand there's roaches all over every fucking building in that city.
100%.
So I'm not really getting crazy about it. I just call the waiter over and I'm like, excuse me, I just want him to get it. Like, get rid of it.
Yeah, somebody catch this thing.
Somebody get rid of this fucking thing, And so I call this guy and he comes over.
Call Giuseppe over.
And I'm
you're
like,
yo.
hey, and he comes over with the towel and shit, with the napkin and shit. And this motherfucker comes running over, right? He comes over and he's like, what's the matter? I was like, trying to be discreet because there's a lot of people in the restaurant. So I'm like, it's kind of like it's like a roach on a table, I was like, it's right over here. And he's like, where? And I'm like, right there. This dude takes the napkin off and goes like this. And grabs and goes, what? You never seen a roach before? And puts
what?
the napkin toward my face like this. And walks away. And I was like, hang on. My girl's like, chill out.
Wait, this really happened to you?
Oh, this happened to me, bro. This happened to me. I'll put you on the phone with the person to corroborate this story right now.
Go ahead. You tell the story.
So I'm like, whoa, that's crazy. I look at my girl and she looks at me and she's like, oh. She's like, it's like, let's go. Let's just leave. Like, let's say, and I'm like,
At what point in the meal is this?
we're about halfway, So I asked to speak to the manager and the guy's like, what? And I'm like, can I please speak to the manager? Right away, it's one of them things where I have to explain, like, the guy that tells you when to take your lunch, the guy that tells you, what days you're working. When you ask for Saturday off for your wife's birthday and he tells you no, get that guy.
Yeah, who's the guy that you got to tell before you take a piss?
Yeah, who do you ask for vacation time? Go get that guy. So he goes and gets the manager. Manager comes over and he's like, what's the matter? What can I do for you? So again, I want to move him to a different room and discuss this. I don't want to discuss it in front of other people eating. One, I don't want to destroy the fucking experience of everybody eating in a restaurant. Yeah. And I also don't want to throw his restaurant under the bus. This might be a one-time thing. The doors are open. It was summertime, who knows? The guy pulls me to the side. This guy starts telling me that, he apologizes for the roach. But I said, this isn't even about the roach. This is about your server.
Yeah.
Like, this is some crazy shit. So the guy starts trying to offer me wine and trying to offer me more appetizers. I was like, I don't want anything from here. I said, I don't want anything. He said, what can I do? I said, I'm leaving. He was like, wow, you can have some wine. I was like, no. I was like, I'm not paying for none of this. I was like, I'm leaving. I was like, this is crazy. I was like, I never been spoken to like that. And I explained to him, I tried to make it discreet. And this guy does that. I was like, that shit is crazy.
Yeah.
That shit was crazy. And I was watching the guy watching me talk to the manager. And I was like,
He's sitting in
now.
the corner pissed.
Yo, and now I'm like, all right. Now, which one of these is the back door? Because that guy don't look happy.
Oh, you said that too?
Babe, get your stuff. Nah, but it was quite an experience, man. I was like, I can't believe it. When he grabbed that shit and put it in my face and said, what, you never seen a roach before?
Yeah.
And I was like, bro,
So why are you putting this in my fucking face?
Dude, crazy, man. That was a long story for no reason. But
No, it was a good story though. I've never been through like anything weird at a restaurant. A friend of mine had something weird happen to him, but I can't tell his story. But his is very good. I shouldn't
story's
even mention
great.
it.
Is that Ruby Tuesday?
Yeah,
That's a Ruby
my
Tuesday
boy's got
story?
a Ruby Tuesday story. I wish if he calls in, I'll fucking put it on. Twiz, you have an auxiliary cable for your phone?
Maybe. Yeah, I think I do.
That's a hell of a story, bro.
It's a very good story. But anyways, I never had anything crazy to me happen at a restaurant where I have to give somebody a bad tip. I've had bad servers, but I don't think that's a crazy story. I think we've all had like terrible servers.
Yeah.
I've had servers that like forget things. I have servers that like misinterpret things. And just the other day we went out and I asked for a seltzer water, and what'd they bring me?
They brought you a Sprite.
A vodka seltzer.
Oh yeah, because they mistook you for a grown up.
Yeah.
You know.
I was like, let me get a seltzer water. And they were like, yeah, sure, coming right up. And I fucking get it. And I take a sip of it.
Vodka
I'm like,
soda.
I'm like, what the fuck is this?
He was like, the seltzer's gone bad. The seltzer's gone bad. Nobody drink the seltzer.
Yeah, dude, I was instantly warm.
Yeah.
Something about alcohol when I don't know if this still happens to people who like if you drink often, but if I have like even like a sip of alcohol, I'm instantly hot.
Yeah, it
Like
happens.
I'm instantly warm.
Damn, Berto, you 16 years old still?
Yeah, I remember my first beer.
Listen, man, it is what it is. Don't be jealous that I get fucking warm off a sip. You guys over here got to take shots.
Negative.
I'm easy.
I'm
I'll
straight
just put a
edge.
jacket on or something. It's easier ways to get warm.
Yeah, I'm straight edge. In any case, remember that time at Buffalo Wild Wings? That waiter was fun.
She wasn't a bad waiter. So one time we all went to Buffalo Wild Wings together, and there was this kind of fucking obnoxious waitress who was like acting really weird.
Yeah, that's pretty.
She had just a dry sense of humor, and it was like this weird like dominatrix sense of humor. She was like disrespectfully rude, but like trying to be like snarky.
Yeah, like
you know.
smart-
And
yeah,
I was like, what the hell is going on here? She was like, yeah. She was like, what are you guys getting? What do you guys want? Some cranberry juices or something? And it's like, what?
Yeah, I think
what
our first interaction with her was she was like, "What do you guys get? Oh, you're not ready? Well, I'll be back," and just walks away like before we could say anything. I think it was like exactly like that. What do you get? Not ready? I'll be back.
Yeah, that's a
And
fact.
just kind of walked away, and I was like, "This is fucking weird." But I think bartenders, there's no fucking rules. You can't confuse a bartender for a waitress. They're not the same.
Yeah, no, that's true. But you can't, that kind of behavior. There's a minimum of the number on the hot scale you got to be be able to pull that off. You can't mic drop rudely, make some rude comment, turn around and leave when you're at 3.
Yeah,
that's not how that goes. You don't get to do that.
Yo, that's what I was about to say.
You don't get to do that.
That's a fact. You're
You
an
stole it.
adjustable.
You stole it.
You're an adjustable 4, and you're fucking out here giving.
You're being
attitude.
generous.
You need to be as nice as you could possibly be. And then, guess what? I gave her a regular tip too.
Yeah, and everything was on the bill.
Everything was on the bill.
Everything was on the bill. We didn't even get one buyback.
Not a
Well,
single.
let's be honest. We were the most interesting people in that house that night, that building that night, for a fact.
We did go there, and it was
That's
like
very
there was
true.
like 4 people there.
Yeah, bro.
And they
remember
all
what you
worked there
said?
except us.
Yeah, and they
Nah,
all worked
time
there.
out. What did you say? Justin said something to the manager.
Justin walked in, and he looks at the manager, and he goes, "You guys closing?" He said, "You guys closed?" And he goes, "Nope. It just feels that way, huh?" Justin looked him right in the eyes and was like, things ain't looking too good. It was like a fucking Thursday night or some shit like that, too. It was the night where there should have been people there, but
Oh, it
there
was a
wasn't.
special episode.
It was a
night.
Tuesday.
No, I think it was the special episode. Oh no, because you came. Yeah, it was a Tuesday.
It was a
yeah,
Tuesday.
Oh, was it Tuesday? Never
yeah, it was
mind.
after the pod.
It was
Yeah, I don't know. There wasn't.
That's funny. I did say that to him. I said,
Yo, that was
you guys
hella
closing?"
funny.
He was wiping like a table. He was like, "Nope, just looks that way."
Yeah, bro.
I was like,
Fucking
"Oh,
crazy."
shit." I felt like saying, like, you could probably cut a couple of shifts tonight. Like, you
Yeah,
don't
right.
need all these people.
Yeah,
guys
some of
wanna
these
go
some
home?
of these people could go home.
There's more staff than customers.
Let me ask you guys a question. Get us right back on track.
Get it back on. Bring us back. Steer us back.
Elon's saying that Apple's taking Twitter off their fucking app store. Allegedly, they may be taking Twitter off their app store.
They're threatening to do so, allegedly.
And then you see like Elon's now like retweeting, like exposing Apple, like information of other people exposing Apple for things. Like, so there's like a series of tweets that came out. First, it was like,
Yo, Elon.
He's
is
such
out
a
here
psycho, right?
Raising hell, bro. I love
bro,
it.
he
I love
tweets
it.
like, Apple's is going to take Twitter off their app store and doesn't want to tell us why. right?
Yeah.
And then his next tweet is retweeting somebody else, and he goes, "Did you know that Apple takes 30% of everybody in their app store, but like of all the money you spend in their app store? There's like a pre-disclosed like contract between the application and Apple, and they're taking like 30%."
Jeez, if that doesn't show you that you need to read the terms of service when you sign up for something,
Bro, and it's like so funny. It's like it's interesting. He's like,
and
"Oh,
it's the gateway to the consumer.
well, yeah."
You can't get the apps through that. That's where you get them.
That's the crazy thing about Apple is that if they take it off their app store, they're really not going to get it. Android will allow you to install unknown application files.
Yeah, but most of the time you have to. That's for people that really, go. They're going to go on the computer and find
Yeah,
a
you have to,
website,
like, download it and
find
shit.
Yeah, find the app, transfer it to the phone. That's a process, and not many people are going to do that.
Yeah, but I don't even think you can do it on Apple devices, right?
Yeah. No, and they could do the same thing with Google Play Store because they did that to Parler.
Yeah.
Remember that social media network? That's what they did. Like Parler hadn't broken any rules or anything. It's just Apple and Google didn't want them on having access to opening this free open platform. So then they took them off of Google Play and they took them off of the Apple App Store. And it was like, holy shit.
Where are you going to go?
Dude, that's it. Those are the two gateways. If that's not a monopoly, I don't know. What is that, an oligopoly?
That's
Right?
one.
I think it's an oligopoly.
That's a opoly of some kind.
Yeah, I think it's more than one, company running everything. And yeah, I think so.
I thought you were gonna say oligarchy. I was about to say, dude.
I think they're related terms though. Like I think for that reason, that's why they sound similar. So I mean, Twins, you're right there.
You're the one with the fucking.
You could let the people know right now.
Yeah, you got unlimited information over there.
That's right. The world is at your fingertips over there, man.
But regardless, it is true. When they pull you off these app stores, it's like, where are you going to go? And I feel like for whatever reason, Twitter's more of an Apple user thing. I feel like there's less Android users on Twitter. I don't know. I could be wrong.
It's a duopoly.
But I felt
It's a duopoly. Okay, so that's two. Oligopoly, I think, is more than two.
We just did a fucking duopoly.
We did.
When we said that shit.
Oligopoly, duopoly. Hold on. Oligopoly. Hold on. Wait, I'm getting mixed reviews here.
We'll get when you figure it out. You let us know.
No. Duopoly. No, a duopoly is a form of oligopoly where only two companies dominate the market.
That's true.
The companies in a duopoly tend to compete against one another, reducing the chance of monopolistic market power. Visa and MasterCard are example of a duopoly that dominates the payments industry in Europe and the United States.
That's very interesting because I was thinking in my head, I'm like, damn, what's another one?
Yeah.
But that's
You're welcome,
perfect one
guys.
Right there. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Put that one in your back pocket. Drop it on your next date. And get you a little something for some
my
intellect.
God.
Get you
Yeah.
some intellect points.
Nothing
so
gets you
classy.
roadhead faster than like dropping facts about opolies.
Listen, a 5-syllable word, man. You're out here ready to crush it. You know what I mean?
It's very, that's very serendipitous. that
Yeah.
you
I think
mentioned
I
that.
counted those syllables on my fingers.
Yeah.
So I wish that it was on the top camera. You know?
That's what I was like.
You saw me?
Yeah.
I was like this. I was like, all right. It's five.
Sick.
So do you think now? You know what's interesting is that like I don't think there's this outrage like there is when you ban somebody off of like a social media app for them, like because that's essentially what it is, right? You're banning them off of your platform.
You mean by removing it from the Play Store?
Yeah.
From the Apple Store? That's even worse than that. Because not only are you banning them off of one network, you're banning them off of people's devices. So entirely. So now we can't imagine we had a Masters of None app and people were grabbing it all the time and stuff and downloading it and everything like that. So Spaz, if you feel like developing us an app, a Masters of None app for the podcast, man, go for it. But yeah, that was like, that'd be like if we had an app and for some reason they got annoyed at us and they just took it off the App Store.
Yeah.
It's like, it's not like removing our Twitter account. We still have YouTube. We still have Instagram or something. But goddamn, to just block you from people, block people's access to you, not your access to the people.
Yeah.
You know,
People are gonna have to use the browser version.
yeah, it's a direct attack on your business. It's like people earn money from their app. And if you don't allow me to access consumers, you're breaking my business. Like,
What do you think that does to Apple? Do you think that Apple gets negatively impacted by this as well? Do you think that is Twitter such a powerful thing that people would leave the ever so glorious, bountiful land of fucking Apple?
I don't think that people would leave there, but I think that it'd be ridiculous. That's 50% of your market. Like that's just, to remove it from the Play Store. I mean, I think it's a flex, but I don't think that they would remove it from Twitter. I mean, the timing is the timeline lines up where they clearly are taking it off because they're butting heads with Elon. It's clearly retaliation. It's not that the app has become dangerous. It's not
The thing is, and real quick, Twitter.
What's the rationale, really?
What's the percentage of Twitter users that are also Apple users? What I want to know is, what I was going to say is that, excuse me, saying things like that these days are just as dangerous as like almost doing them, right? Because it creates like this panic, and that's something that Elon's known for doing. So it's really interesting seeing Apple do something like this. I feel like when Apple says something, they're pretty serious about it. Elon, kind of he's got like diarrhea of the mouth, and he kind of just says things.
I mean, he's pretty serious, though. He said he was going to buy Twitter. He bought Twitter. He said that he was going to uproot his entire company from California and move it to Texas, and that's exactly what he did.
Yeah, he was forced to fucking buy Twitter, though.
But he wasn't forced to uproot his company and leave California.
That's impressive, but all I'm saying is that
he said he's going to start a space program, and he fucking did it.
Yeah, but he also says that you're talking about the 2 or 3 things that are crazy he did.
Those are pretty fucking big things.
But what about the hundreds of other things he probably tweeted? And I don't know. I can't pull up all his tweets, but I'm sure I could Google stupid Elon Musk tweets that are fucking ridiculous. That it's not about him doing it or not doing it. That's not what I meant. I said he has diarrhea of the mouth, like he just says things.
Elon Musk is...
I don't got nothing against Elon. You don't have to defend him. He's a great guy. All I'm saying is that he talks shit. He says some stupid shit. You can't deny that.
I don't know if Elon really says stupid shit. He's pretty much the most brilliant man walking around.
He's never said anything dumb?
Well, I'm not going to say never, but I think we got to give him a little more credit than that. I don't think he speaks without thinking. Find some tweets. Find some of these stupid tweets. I want to see them. Twiz... if you could, please.
Twiz is looking up the Apple versus Android because I feel like a lot more people use Apple users use Twitter. Yeah,
I'm checking, but I don't see anything. I see a bunch of crazy because even Twitter.
I don't know if that's
Twitter themselves. They have a bunch of different information, financial statistics. They have the total number of users. 217 million as of 2021, but there's nothing that I see here that specifies what.
I'm laughing at. I looked up like funny, stupid. What did I look up? I looked up crazy Elon Musk tweets, and I typed in like the first article that comes up is 18 of the weirdest Elon Musk tweets, and the first one that comes up is I'm buying Manchester United. You're welcome. The fucking soccer league, like the team.
Well, he could.
I'm sure he could, bro. That's not what I'm saying.
I mean, to him, that's like you saying we're getting Chinese tonight.
No,
and then you get pizza instead. For him,
buying
it is.
a fucking soccer to a club.
That's like you or me buying a pizza to Elon Musk.
It's not, bro.
Bro, what could it cost him? 100 million? 500 million?
Billions, probably. I mean, I don't know. Maybe not billion. It's probably a lot of money, though.
Even if it is a billion.
How many billions does he have?
I don't know, 80? Some shit like that. It's like
it might be
like
it
40
might
billion
like,
or something.
It might not
like
be
that.
like me buying a pizza, but definitely buying a television.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
Yeah.
It's definitely a television. It's not a pizza, but it's definitely a fucking
a TV.
It's a TV
then not buying it.
Yeah.
Well, Elon Musk's net worth is 191.2 billion US dollars.
Yeah, 100%.
It's like buying a pizza.
It's like buying a pizza.
But remember, guys, remember, if there's one thing that we've learned is that net worth does not exactly equal.
He's not liquid. He's not 190
exactly.
something million liquid. But
yeah,
he can liquidate some shit. I mean, what could he possibly have to? What he's gonna liquidate a couple? How much is Manchester United worth, Twins? We're gonna see how many times this motherfucker could buy this. And if not,
bro, he's got to trade in one satellite. And he fucking owns Major League Soccer. You know? Like,
damn. Damn, I hate to say this. I think you're fucking right.
Manchester United's price tag may set landmark for football. This is an article that was written in the Economic Times. This was
for El Football?
Yep. And it says, while the owners of fellow English Premier League giant Liverpool Football Club are also weighing a sale, and rival Chelsea Football Club only sold for a solid 4.25 billion euro deal, neither can compare with Manchester United, according to... Okay. Where's the number at, though? I don't see it. Give me the number. Dude,
give me the loot.
I thought they had it estimated around. Oh no, I'm sorry. Did I say million or billion? Chelsea
What is
Chelsea Football Club was,
Billion, you said.
was
5
yeah
billion.
was sold for almost $5 billion, but they said Manchester's worth way more than that. But they're not giving me a final number.
What could it
I
be?
mean, what could be 20 at the most? 4 times more than that?
Yeah, I don't think. Yeah,
If it's 20 billion, he's got to think about it he's got to ask somebody and wait a few weeks before he could buy it. He's
All
got to
right.
save some money.
Yeah,
up.
he's
So it's
definitely-
like you bought a Honda.
Yeah. Yeah.
well, that's
Holy
like,
fuck, he's got so much money.
yeah, that's crazy.
Him and Jeff Bezos could just buy out like that whole entire championships league.
Bro, I'm ready for those two to have like a Jingle All the Way type of face off at the next like holiday parade. They're gonna be a super villain and they're just gonna start flying in the air like Iron Man and firing rockets at each other and shit. You know, that's gonna be ridiculous.
Yeah, they said 4.8.
4.8 billion.
4.8
Yeah.
billion for Manchester United.
Did you see the different color verification checks that are coming out now? There's like a yellow one and a gray one, I think, along with the blue one.
What is this? Like Twitter martial arts?
No, it's like
Different levels.
no. You guys gonna fucking let me say it? You guys are gonna keep guessing.
We're trying to walk you through this. You're kind of like that.
Because I'm thinking about it myself.
So go
all
ahead,
right?
hit us with it.
So let me. When I have to correct you guys, I gotta think about it, process it, make sure that's not it, and then say no.
I'm gonna lean back and I'm gonna enjoy. Go ahead. Hit
Show's
me with
yours.
it. Hit me with it, papi.
Twiz is gonna help me out, but I'm pretty sure the yellow one is for businesses, like companies.
Okay.
The gray one, the blue one is still like
OnlyFans?
no. The blue one is still like whatever it is right now, and then the gray one, I don't fucking remember what it is. Twiz is gonna tell me.
Yep. So it says here the gold. I think they said the gold one was supposed to be for like politics and stuff like that. Hold on.
Okay, I was fucking wrong. The gold one is for politics. The gray one is for companies, and the blue one is for known people,
For us? For the peons?
the layman.
Okay. All right. For the peasants. For the subjects, the loyal subjects.
Yeah, that get verified, because it's not everybody gets that.
True. That's true.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, he said, gold for companies, gray for... No, I'm sorry. Gold, check marks for companies. Gray for government. Blue for individuals who can also qualify for a secondary tiny logo denoting they belong to an organization.
Gang,
All
gang.
verified accounts will be manually authenticated before check activates. And that was tweeted by the man himself.
It's probably harder than ever to
Dude.
get a blue check now.
We can get one. We could get one. The way I'm telling you, we can. If we
I'm not-
apply,
I'm
I'm going to
not-
apply for it. There's no way that you can't. The stipulations are like you have to be present on certain social media under that particular name or business. It has to be shown that you are who you say you are and that
Yep.
you have an internet presence. Like we have a presence on the internet. We could get a blue check.
Hey, man,
That's my thing. When I get home, I'm doing that shit.
Yep.
We can get a blue check. You go and look up Masters and None podcast and tell me that we ain't dragging our dicks all over the first fucking 3 search result pages on Google. Everybody listening to this, go into your favorite search engine and type in Masters and None podcast, and you will see these 2 ugly motherfuckers right here sitting right there. And you can,
Hey, listen, you're probably 100% right. And I'll tell you one thing. One thing I was going to say is like I feel like that blue check, that shit like raises your net worth.
yeah, it raises your credibility to a point because clearly you're not playing games in whatever field or whatever area you're pursuing. So, I mean, am I right, Twiz? Are you? It's criteria similar to that, no?
Yes, it is 100%. That's how a lot of people were scamming their way onto getting verified on Twitter and then Instagram. That's like even like for music artists, I'll put some out there. If you have a certain amount of followers on Spotify, music followers on Spotify, and your music is published, then you can go to Twitter and ask for verification because you have a certain amount of followers on Spotify. You're on a playlist or whatever the case may be. Then you can take your Twitter verification, go to Instagram and apply for verification on Instagram because you're already verified on Twitter, and then you can double back to Spotify like, yo, listen, I'm verified on Twitter, which you got off of and it's just a loophole after loophole after loophole, man.
We're gonna do that
Twitch
shit.
is dropping gems right now.
Because that's what we're about to do. Watch, you guys are about to see us
I
verified
know
on
some
all
stuff.
social media platforms.
I know some
Because
stuff.
we're really moving with this, and we're also gonna listen, man. If you guys can't tell the updates already that are coming through, come on, man.
Next
you
week's
guys,
gonna be-
we're not gonna mention anything. Just take a look at the experience you're having watching this, and you'll see what's improving. And there's only further improvements coming.
Now, you know what's improving?
What's up?
My beard game. You feel me?
It is. Let me see it.
It's some of that. It's that whatever oil you've been rubbing
It's that
in there.
oil, yo. Shut up.
That's it, bro. That's it, bro.
It's that oil you're rubbing
That's
in
that
there.
shit
Yo,
right there. Leche de hombre. You know what I'm
you
saying?
guys.
Right
Oh, you got that
there.
fucking leche de tigre? Oh my gosh. That's that. You got that fucking crema de hombre, that crema de some young guy.
La cremita de joven.
Hold on. Do you guys play Monopoly? You guys ever play Monopoly with your families?
Dude, what, bro? I will crush anybody you've ever known. I will own your entire
Wait,
family.
time out. You guys have finished a game of Monopoly?
What? We've been up till 4 a.m. Me and my girl almost split over a game of Monopoly.
Yo, isn't it weird how everybody has their own rules?
Yeah.
No. You shouldn't have your own rules. Then you're
People
not playing.
do, though.
Yeah, maybe in the hood they do.
Nah.
And this is why we don't own shit, because we like to change the rules.
Bro, that's 100%. You've never been to somebody's house and they have like a different rule that
Yeah.
you've never heard of?
Yeah, and I never play that shit. I'm like, if you want to play with me, I know this is your home court,
Yeah.
but we ain't playing like
And
that.
there's always a problem.
You can't borrow money from your friend.
Yeah, no. You
Get the
you
fuck
can't do
out
that.
of here. You
Yeah,
can't do that.
you
Mortgage your
definitely can't do
property.
that.
And if you don't own any property, sorry, this is how it works. Give me your things and you can go get us some beers.
Yeah, now fuck off and don't
Get outta
say
here.
anything. You've
Get
lost.
your shine box. Go get your shine box.
Well, listen, there was a man in Oklahoma that was playing with his family, and they
got
got
violent?
into an argument, and he ends up fucking pulling out his gun and like started shooting.
Did he hit anyone?
Didn't hit anybody
Wow. In
Wait,
a house?
time out.
in a house.
Time out. So was he a really, really, really bad shot, or was it just for shock value? Like he was trying to let them know he wasn't playing no game.
I think he really wanted Broadway, or like he said he wanted to buy a hotel, but the other person rolled their dice, and he was like, "No, you can't buy the hotel." They rolled their dice. That's another fucking stupid rule that people have. But no, that's just I don't know what it doesn't say. It just says Oklahoma man arrested after start shooting during a game of Monopoly with his family.
Damn. 'Cause he started letting off during it. Damn, you know?
Yeah, he definitely like
Nah. Somebody
Rolled
owned
doubles.
a corner. Somebody had multiple hotels on a whole corner
that's a
of
dangerous
real estate.
fucking yeah.
I never buy Boardwalk in Park Place. What a waste of money.
It's expensive. You got to be. It's for me. Boardwalk and Park Place are late game items.
They are.
Yeah.
Dude, it really, if you really get into playing Monopoly, you can, and you get good at it, I firmly believe that you can like get into the real estate game.
Yo,
You're probably right. Let's
I'm
hear
not
it.
playing.
yo, dude. The opening of the article says this game of Monopoly took an Oklahoma man straight to jail.
Did not pass go, did not collect $200.
Yo, listen, my mom used to tell us that before we got in trouble. But in any case, it says this game of Monopoly took an Oklahoma man straight to jail when a disputed turn led him to open fire while playing the classic with his family. John Armstrong was drinking with relatives in Tulsa Saturday when he started fighting with his stepdad over the game. The pair knocked over the board and overturned furniture, then took their brawl outside, cops said. After getting cut on the head, Armstrong pulled out a blunt.
A weapon.
Weapon. Chasing his stepdad and stepsister down the street. Cops said Armstrong admitted firing once, saying he shot at the ground, said police. He was arrested at the scene, but cops did not find the weapon, which they believe he hid in the house before surrendering.
Bro, how fucking crazy is that? A game of Monopoly. He's fighting his stepdad and sister in the street.
Well, I'll tell you what, he took a whole lot of L's that night. I know a
Yeah.
lot of people would have let one off because he got beat Monopoly,
Yeah.
then he got beat up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
his
Oh,
pops was
100%.
watching.
Of course he went to get the hammer. Even what else is he gonna do?
Yeah. You know, that doesn't happen.
What else is he gonna do?
Yeah, that's a fact. Damn, he took a lot of L's that night.
His step pops was like, yo, you late on the rent on the property, you late on the rent in real life, you just late, boy.
Yeah.
He was like, "Screw you, Dad," and he was like, "Well, you know," he's like, "And pay up, pay up," and he was like, "That's it, Dad. Let's go
Yo,
out."
I ain't gonna hold you, man. Monopoly, that game will make you pissed. It make
Yeah.
you hate everybody in the room.
Oh yeah, but yo, my girl
And I
has
rub it
thrown
in, too.
things at me. She'll throw the dice at me and shit. And I'm like, yo, what the hell? And she's like, what? I passed it to you.
Yeah,
And I'm
right.
like, yeah, okay, you passed it to
Yeah.
me. I just go and buy up all the Baltic, you know, the Baltic and Mediterranean, the dark purple.
You get that purple shit?
That cheap project shit.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah,
I
yeah.
always get that project shit, and then
Yeah.
I put a hotel right in the middle of Marcy, right there. Bing. And then I just let everybody pay me as they pass by.
Yeah, it's not much, but it adds up.
It adds up, and it's cheap to build on there. This is what I'm saying. Like these rules really apply to like real life. If you look at it,
Yeah.
like Boardwalk and Park Place will make you broke if you're not already rich by
Yeah.
the time you get it.
That's the problem, is that people be blowing their load on that shit. Like, that's a
Yeah.
large percentage of your money.
And you can't build out that property. It costs so much money to put houses and hotels on it that you'll never build on that property if you don't have half the money on the board.
Nobody lands on them shits either.
I land on them all the time and I never buy them. And the people I crush buy those their first turn. And I'm like, you're tripping. I'm buying the dark purple. I'm buying St. Charles.
I like the middle
orange.
ground. I like that orange shit.
I like the orange,
light blue.
the light blue,
Light blue.
and the purple. That's right there is where you make your money at.
The dark blue's nice too. No, dark blue's Park Place and Boardwalk. Never mind.
Yeah, that's where you got to make your money.
Speaking of making money and buying things,
Yellow
how-
and green is bullshit too.
Yellow's nice. I like yellow.
Green is bullshit. Pacific, that's on the same side as Boardwalk, which is bullshit. That's a whole rich, that's like
That
Billionaires
strip is,
Row.
That strip is bullshit.
That whole strip is bullshit.
Speaking of buying shit,
I play that game too much. Sorry, guys.
Yeah.
how disappointing has Black Friday become?
Yeah, not for me,
Not for Justin,
and not for you either, fool.
and not for the podcast.
Not for the pod.
Wait, not for me. I mean, wait.
Not for
me?
the pod.
The
Wait.
podcast hit a lick on Black Friday,
Yeah,
but
it hit a lick, man. I got a really good camera on there. But yeah.
overall, Black Friday kind of fucking blows dick.
It was actually Cyber Monday. It wasn't Black Friday, actually.
Okay, so fuck it. Black Friday still sucks.
Yeah, Black Friday still sucks.
There's like nothing. They're not giving away anything. Back in the day, they were giving shit away. Fucking 80% off.
Yeah.
75% off. Bro, everything was like, not even certain things were like 25% off. And I feel like certain things were marked up to be marked down.
Yep.
Always.
Yep, it's a scam now, and I don't think businesses can really afford to be putting so much on. I mean, the cost of doing business today is so high,
Yep.
and inflation and shit like that, and then minimum wage getting that raised, and there's all kinds of things that I think are just businesses are like, listen, man, they're gonna buy the TV anyway. They're like, pull the numbers. Everybody that misses Black Friday buys the same TV they were looking at in their search history on Black Friday. They bought it for $600 more the following Wednesday. What the fuck is wrong with people? You
Yeah.
know, like, why are we putting this stuff on sale?
I was talking to Spaz about this, and he might have already said it in the chat. I just didn't see it, but he was telling me, he was like, back in the day, it was different. He was like, you know, you would go to the store, there'd be one or two things that were like, you know, 60, 75% off, and then everything else would be regular price. Now everything's like 15% off,
Yeah.
but it's like 15, 20% off. I'd rather get a couple, like one item for 75% off. And
Exactly.
like go home and be like, damn, I fucking bought this shit, save some fucking money and shit. Then to go home and like be like, oh, I got 25. That's not a big enough sale to entice me to buy anything. 25%?
I think I got 50% off.
Yeah, you did very,
on
very,
that camera.
very, very well.
And they
Yeah.
threw in a battery grip, the big extendo joint.
Yeah, new extendo fucking camera.
And they
coming
threw
for
in
the
a
for the
bag,
main shot.
a camera bag.
Is this the last time they'll see this main shot?
Hopefully all things, being what they should be. I mean,
Okay.
you know,
But yeah, you did very well. But nothing is like that anymore. Nothing's 50, 60% off. I don't know. It was like, it was just disappointing. It was just overall like kind of blah.
yeah, nah, it sucks. I agree. It used to be something that people, I mean, I took off of work for it this year. Just because I like to be off on that day, because you get the 4
It
days.
is nice to get it
the
off.
4-day weekend. So I was like, you know what? Let me take off on Friday, but it there wasn't anything that really enticed me. I mean, even for shopping for other people, because I always just end up buying shit for myself. I don't know if anybody else does that on Black Friday. Like, I don't know if the chat's in here. Like, do you guys actually buy people gifts on Black Friday, or do you find yourself just getting yourself a bunch of shit?
I don't go. Honestly, I haven't been out on Black Friday in years. My
Online too,
yeah,
anywhere.
My family uses it to buy other people things. Like my
Yeah.
sister.
That's what
she gets,
smart
like-
people do.
She gets like all her shopping done on Black Friday. My sister's a savage. Bro, my sister, even before Black Friday, I'm lying. My sister be done like in October.
Yeah.
Yeah, my sister's a savage.
Wow.
Yeah, my mom like Black Friday. I think my shorty probably does the same thing, buys gifts on Black Friday too. But my sister, like October, she's talking about, I only need to get one more person and I'm done.
I'm the freaking worst with that shit, dude.
I'm the worst too.
I'm
Honestly,
like, yo, I spent, bro, I got us a camera instead of getting gifts for people. But
Yeah.
it was the best come up that I found. So I was like, we needed this. Fuck it.
Yo,
Priorities,
come up,
man.
a W is a W.
Yeah, man. You know, I said, you know what? That's it. But anyway, I had something else that I wanted to talk about that I had sent you, I think.
Yeah, you did.
What was it?
The thing you sent me?
Yeah, I don't remember.
Neither do I.
All right, so I'm
You
going
want me to tell you?
No, I'm going to take a... Are you going to look for it? Go for it.
If you want, I'll tell you.
Yeah, man.
Because I'm so fast.
You're the quickest. You're the quickest.
I am the fastest. And one of them is the Elon thing. I think this is, let's see. Yeah, the Apple story. And then the other one is the Casey Anthony.
Oh, that's right.
Now, I didn't know about the Casey Anthony story before this. Right. So if the, and what, tell the story.
Do you, so this was I think 2011 was when the Casey Anthony case took place. I don't know if you want to pull up some facts here, Twiz, and stop me if I say something crazy. There was a woman who, I believe she reported her daughter missing. Mm-hmm. And then it later was declared that they found her like duct taped, I believe in the trunk of a car or somewhere. They found her deceased, the kid. And everybody was like, clearly it was the mother. Mm-hmm. Like I think she went out and got a tattoo while the kid was missing. Like went out, she was at like the club and shit like that. And I think the tattoo said something like no regrets or something like that. No, you know?
It said like only God could judge me.
Yeah, something like that. It was like, rather be like, judged by 12 than carried by 6.
Yeah.
Something like that. Anyway, I don't know if you can pull that up, Twiz. Am I making this up? Or
Yeah, show us her tattoo, Twiz. Thug life.
Oh, you want to see the tattoo?
No.
Well, the CNN has a timeline here just based on,
Perfect.
What happened through the case. August 9, 2005, Casey Anthony gave birth to her daughter. June 16, 2008, Kaylee's reportedly seen alive for the last time. July 15th, 2008, Casey's mother, Cindy Anthony, reports that Kaylee's missing.
That's right. The grandma.
The grandmother? What was the time frame? Was the last time somebody seen her?
2008.
No. The last time they seen her alive was June 16th.
16th?
Yes,
and then when did they report her missing?
July 15th. So a month later, about a month
Yeah.
later.
So,
holy shit.
And that was
But
the
that's
other
the
thing.
grandmother.
They were like, this shit is funny, but that's the grandmother exactly that reported her missing.
Yep.
So during this whole time, Casey Anthony...
Getting tattoos, smoking blunts?
She wasn't doing nothing. She was just like going about her life when her kid was gone for weeks.
She didn't...
A 2-year-old.
She didn't go ask somebody to help? A 2-year-old?
It's a toddler. This isn't a 16-year-old girl that's got a little bratty boyfriend. And she may have just run off with him because they think that they want to be peer artists in Santa Monica. That's not the kind of thing.
Yeah, little does she know she's out there just being a fucking putana.
You know what I'm saying? She's out. Oh, you've been watching The Sopranos
I've been watching
for sure.
Sopranos.
For sure you've been watching that shit.
I'm
Holy
sorry,
shit.
guys. I've been watching The Sopranos.
He's been
Go
watching
ahead.
The Sopranos, this guy. He's eggs and gabagool every day.
Go ahead.
Yeah,
So-
I've never seen The Sopranos.
Oh my goodness.
We'll talk about it after
revisit this. So that was the thing, and everybody, pretty much the media convicted her, and everybody was like, what a terrible person. She's out here going about her life, going out, doing things. I believe the tattoo is real. Is that part of the timeline? They were like July 18th, mama gets a new tattoo.
No, they definitely don't have anything about a tattoo. They do have about
Check the Fox article.
I remember it being
Sick.
ridiculous. I remember it being ridiculous, the tattoo. Like, it was like such nonsense. It was like finally free or something like that. It was some ridiculous.
She had a tattoo that said, if I did do it.
Yeah, psych.
Yeah.
Like,
But go ahead. So she ends up she ends up getting convicted, right?
no, she gets acquitted.
Oh, so they bring her up on charges.
Yeah, and the media convicts her. You know how the media does.
Yeah.
Like, what's up, Twiz?
No. I was saying, I was agreeing. The tattoo that I saw, just real quick, since we broke for a second, was says Bella Vita. It was like, I hear you.
Beautiful life.
Yeah, it says it's. She said they said, I guess in an article they talked to, they said it means I hear you and everything. That is my Kaylee tribute tattoo. Everything about her was perfect. I was in 2011.
But she got that shit before reporting her missing. So, like, go ahead.
Yeah, but long story short, the media demonized her. Everybody turned against her. Everybody was like, this is a complete and total unjust decision. Like, she needs to be incarcerated. She killed this kid. So she was acquitted, kind of disappeared after that. I thought she was going to be doing like celebrity boxing and shit, but that didn't happen. So she disappears. And
She
then,
didn't do a reality show.
No, she didn't. She didn't do any, a reality show or anything.
Teen
which
Mom
it was disappointing.
×2.
Yeah, exactly. MILF Mom. No. So she ends up now doing some kind of docuseries on Peacock, and I think it's a 4-part docuseries, and there's interviews and stuff and her discussing the situation, and now she's evidently blaming her father.
Don't tell me I haven't seen it.
No, but I haven't seen it either.
Oh, okay.
But that's what they're saying. Like, now she finally broke her silence, and this is 11 years ago.
She's blaming her dad now?
She's saying her dad had something to do with it.
So before it came out, people were very upset, right? And it's similar to the situation that happened with the Dahmer series. Certain people don't want to see these things brought up. They rather let sleeping dogs lie, and they don't want to show these things because they believe that by putting it on some of these platforms and giving it a platform, they're glorifying these things.
Yeah.
By making docuseries or whatever,
Entertainment out of this. Yeah, they've always done that though. There's always been documentaries about everything.
No, I agree. I mean, I think it's also one of those things. It's like,
it's interesting.
Not everybody knows that this happened.
Yeah, it's and it's, to be quite frank, man, as trying to avoid sounding morbid, but content like that is compelling. There's a reason why there's abnormal psychiatry degrees offered, and they always are packed with enrollment. Like, people want to know what makes a serial killer tick.
Yeah.
People want to know what makes somebody commit this kind of behavior and do this kind of stuff. Like, what is it, dude? Like, why are you that way and I'm not?
Yeah,
like,
I'll tell you
what
one thing.
is that?
The way they shoot those shows, the way they produce them, they need to get those guys to start doing like history books.
Yeah,
because it's
compelling.
Yeah, it's compelling. You
Yeah.
get a kid, you're going to change the world, and people are going to be a bunch of history majors.
Yeah, it's tricky though, because but you can do that, because if you see that new documentary, Ancient Apocalypse, that new docuseries on Netflix,
is that the one
with Graham Hancock? Yeah, he's the guy that Rogan has had on a bunch of times.
What's it called?
It's called Ancient Apocalypse.
Oh, okay. I'm thinking of Ancient Aliens.
No, this is Ancient Apocalypse, and it's Graham Hancock. And he's a person that has like a differing view from mainstream archaeologists and stuff and academia regarding the origins of man.
Okay.
So he thinks it happened like 12,000 years before they're saying it happened, or some shit like that. Like many years before.
Yeah, I've seen this. I've seen a trailer for this.
And there's he cites data that's been collected and that's been documented. And he's like, this is known data that they say that this was when this happened, but they found tools 5,000 years before that in another area. Like, this isn't the first man. Like, this can't be. Like, we have carbon dating and we have technology that can prove otherwise. But his stance is that all the people involved in academia and that are kind of the gatekeepers to human history, these people have built careers off of their perspective.
Yeah.
So now you're pretty much showing up and undoing everything they did.
It's like, hey, guess what? Remember what you guys wrote all those books about?
Yeah.
I think you're fucking wrong.
Yeah, which to me, I mean, who the hell thinks that way? Like, imagine if the because it was, I believe it was a nurse that figured out that there was a doctor way back before like hand washing was a thing that was killing all the mothers having kids because he would use the same dirty rubber gloves, and they were like his lucky gloves, and he wouldn't wash them. And then he would deliver the baby. The babies would be fine, but then the mothers would die like a week after childbirth. They were going like septic and just getting sick, like systemic infections from this dirty bacteria filled. And then finally they started washing their hands and they stopped dying. Like they made them get rid of the gloves. So it's like, imagine if he was like, hell no. Like, we're not doing that. Like, I've been doing this forever. This is how, and it's like,
Bro,
you've been killing everybody.
Back in the day, they were killing scientists. They were burning them like witches. If you said the earth was round back in the day, they burned you in the street.
Yeah, exactly. And imagine if we continue with that mentality with just like shunning people that said that the world was round. Because that's what they're doing to Graham Hancock. If what he's producing in terms of proof and evidence is factual, but it seems that it is. I mean, there's major people that are now starting to kind of agree with him in that space. I mean, I'm far from a person that knows anything about what it is to be an archaeologist or a
And that's
human
fine.
researcher. I don't know shit about that.
Yeah, listen, you watch a fucking Netflix documentary.
Yeah, goddamn right.
How
And-
dare you?
And Graham
Yeah.
is the man.
You're a couple hours into this fucking major.
Yeah, come on, man. You kidding me, dude?
Yeah.
Listen, man. I could already do consulting.
Yeah, you're on an accelerated course, if you ask me.
Damn right. It's all about who you know.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? So, all right. Now that we got that out of the
Dr.
way,
Justin.
goddamn right.
Doctor.
Goddamn right. Say it again. I like the sound of
Yeah.
that.
Damn, I wanted to talk about the almighty suspect beating up Kelpie, but I think it might be too obscure, and we're already past the hour.
Yeah, I mean, we could touch on it real quick. That was the slowest ass whooping I've ever seen.
There was
That ass whooping was in slow motion, and my man was just like,
getting punched in the mouth. So
He was like-
there's a podcast, there's a channel called No Jumper that Adam 22 made, and
coolest podcast in the world.
coolest podcast in the world. That's their slogan, their thing. And they're like he interviews pretty much everybody. He interviews porn stars, rappers, fucking professionals, interesting people he interviews. He's like the hood's Joe Rogan. And they were interviewing a guy named Kelpie who's a self-proclaimed pimp.
Yeah, young guy.
Young
Clearly never been in a physical altercation in his life.
And he disrespected one of the co-hosts. He called one of the co-hosts a bitch. Do me a favor, Twiz. On the top right corner of the soundboard, hit the white button.
Got you. Hold on.
He said that he's a pimp, and
Franklin knows who the fuck I am, bitch.
and he says this to the host. That's what he said to the host.
Yeah.
Play it again, Twiz, so people can hear it.
Yeah, I got you.
Franklin knows who the fuck I am, bitch.
Ben Franklin knows who the F I am, bitch. So this is how I know this man has never interacted with anybody from the hood in his life, because anybody that watched that, I knew immediately that was going to go left.
Yep.
I knew immediately, right, Twiz?
Yeah, he wasn't about that life at all.
He
You can't
said,
call somebody a bitch.
you can't say bitch. You can't call somebody pussy.
And not on camera, too.
Not on camera and not in front of people. And
Yep.
you can't say things like, suck my dick.
You definitely can't say that.
That'll get you cut. And you can't say, do something then. You can't do that. And you can't say that shit again, I'm going to smack you.
Yeah.
Because now,
You better be ready to smack somebody.
and now he feels obligated to say it.
Yeah.
So now when this dude said, Ben Franklin knows who I am, bitch. And I heard him go, you said what? I was like, oh.
Yeah.
I would have stood up right there.
Yep.
Because you already got to brace yourself because he
Game
heard
time.
you. I hoped he hadn't heard him say that. I was hoping he missed that. And then he proceeds to repeat himself. And he says, who are you calling a bitch? And he proceeds to say, I'm calling you a bitch.
Yeah, I think he literally said, you, bitch.
Yeah.
I'm like,
I was like, oh my
I was
Twiz,
like,
tell me
nah.
you ain't know as soon as he said that shit. As soon as he said Ben Franklin knows who the fuck I am, bitch. Even though that was like a slogan. He didn't say it like calling him a bitch.
yeah.
You know, it was almost like please, man, I'm out here getting money, bitch. I don't want to hear.
Yeah,
Like it was like that. But you can't say that. Dude,
No,
this
you
is
can't
a
say
live
that.
stream, bro.
Yeah.
They're live.
Yeah. And these guys, I don't know if you guys said this. I'm sorry. I was looking at my phone. I wanted to see Spaz's question he was talking about.
No, it's all-
But I don't know if you guys said this, but Almighty Suspect is a rapper before he's a podcast co-host.
Fact.
Yeah.
And, in rap, even if you're not this person, you need to keep up this gangster facade if you're doing gangster rap.
Yeah.
Because people want to believe it.
Yo, isn't that crazy that rap music is the only form of entertainment where if you get punked, your career is hurt?
Yeah.
Like, imagine if somebody went up and punked Russell Crowe. You think I'm not going to watch The Gladiator?
Not going to happen.
Of course I'm going to watch that shit.
Yeah, 100%.
You know?
Yeah.
Of course. But
Because-
if somebody goes up there and punks your favorite rapper, you might just be like,
Nah.
I kind of feel these bars a little less.
Yo, look what happened to 6ix9ine. 6ix9ine snitched.
Facts.
And the world turned against him.
Yeah.
Not just the rap community, the world. A majority of people would have 1,000% done more than what he did. A majority of the people in the world would have been too afraid to do some of the things he was doing out there. Because
Yeah.
he was...
He was wilding, bro.
He was wilding.
He was OD wilding.
He was wilding.
You can't-
He was in the car when things were happening that a majority of the world wouldn't have wanted anything to do with. And
Yeah.
then this guy rats on his people who were probably going to kill him anyways. That's why they brought him in, because
Yeah.
they had wiretaps on the other guys. And I'm not justifying what he did. But all I'm saying is that a majority of the world who would have done the same thing if they were in his shoes exiled him.
Yeah.
And they all talk shit about him. imagine what happens if you get punked. You know what I'm saying? Like they'll do the same thing to you.
Yeah.
Worse. It's like what you said, bro.
What?
It's like what you said, like if you see Russell Crowe get punked, you're like, he's not like that. But then you see like a rapper get punked, you're like, yo, he ain't like that. You know, like even the inflection in your voice is different. It's like, it's Leo DiCaprio, he's not like that. And then it's like, oh, it's 50 Cent. Oh, he's not like that. Like,
Get your chain took. Then what?
Yeah, right.
And now nobody wants to listen to your music, and you don't got a chain.
Facts. You know, it's a weird thing, man. It's a weird thing
is a
how
weird
rap
thing.
has gotten into that space because I don't know, man. It's been like that for a long time.
It's because even if they're characters, they're still people want them to be that character at all times,
But-
right?
yeah,
Nobody wants to hear like any. You think about like any like, gangster rappers. You think about like any of these guys from Atlanta. You know they're old school New York artists. You think about D Block, and you don't. There's nothing soft about anything that you think about. It's all like gritty, like gangster rap.
yeah.
And it's who was it that went to the radio station that time? Was it Sheik that went to? And he was like, he says something. Watch what you talk to me, cuzzy. He kept telling the DJ that shit. He went to the radio station by himself, and he was just like popping his shit. And I was like, yeah, this is what I expect. Judging by this guy's music, it might have been Styles or it might have been Sheik. I think it was Styles. And he went up there and started talking his shit. It's the same thing like when the baby went to the Breakfast Club.
Yeah, shit. When Fredro Starr went to the Breakfast Club,
Yeah.
you remember that?
Yeah, I
when
remember
Fredro
that.
Starr was on the Breakfast Club.
I remember seeing it, but I don't remember what
My
happened.
God, Fredro Starr was about to go. Yo, Charlemagne, bro. Everybody thinks that Charlemagne got like his skin cleared up. Nah, Charlemagne became like 2 shades lighter. He got so scared. He got so scared when Fredro Starr was there.
What did he say to him?
He brought up when Fredro Starr used to mess with Brandy.
Oh, okay.
And I think it was just a like bad timing. He was like, yo, why you got to bring that up, man? And he like kept on asking me. He's like, yo, I'm telling you, stop bringing that up, man. I wish we had the clip to play. But he got so serious and it was real shit, like cut it out or this is about to go left. And Sticky Fingers was with him. And Sticky Fingers was just sitting there like, help yourself, bro.
Yeah.
I can't do nothing. If you get him this hot, I can't help you.
Yeah, I ain't
You
gonna
better be
lie.
ready.
When Baby pulled up and he said to Baby, he goes, "Did you run up on Trick Daddy the way you running up on me?" I lost it. He was
Yo,
like, "Did you
I'm
run up on
telling
Trick
you,
Daddy the way you ran up on me?"
Sometimes he talks a little too slick. And I
Yeah.
think he also is unaware of who's really about it and who's not. Like Fredro Starr is really about it. Fredro Starr is one of those guys, like when they put him in a movie, I believe that is Fredro Starr.
He's playing himself.
Yeah.
Fredro-
Fredro. Yeah, like he, you know, but yeah, I wish we had the clip to play, man, because that was like he was about to set it off.
Swizz could play it if he just finds it on YouTube. He
on
can listen
Charlemagne.
to it.
Yeah, he if you look up Fredro Starr on the Breakfast Club.
I think that'll work. It might not work actually,
No,
but you can try it.
We're gonna find out in 10 seconds.
Quan
and
talking
then-
about Mano.
Mano was out here smacking
Yeah,
people
Mano's
for
been
a
about
minute.
that for a long
but
time.
yeah, people know Mano. Listen, man.
Mano smack. Yo, Casanova.
Yeah, Casanova and Mano got to be two of the realest guys, but Mano was
Mano was out here
yeah.
open hand smacking fools.
All right, let's
Yeah.
see.
And Casanova's not. Isn't Casanova about to go
He's
up
locked
forever
up right now.
Isn't he in jail
I think-
forever?
I think he's about to do some serious time.
Nah, he go to Rico.
Yo, he's another one that's
Rico
like,
is such a cheat code.
Yeah, it
Definitely
really
is.
Wait, hold on. You ready? I got this pulled up. Let me see.
Yeah, see if just the clip when he gets hot. Nah,
What is
nah.
that? USB?
You can't do nothing, nigga. You can't do nothing, nigga. That's what I'm saying, nigga. You can't do nothing, big man. You can't do nothing, nigga. I know it's all fucking good, nigga.
He said it's all good.
Nigga. Plain of garbage, nigga.
I don't know what you want me to do. What you
You
want me to
can't
do?
do nothing, nigga. You can't do nothing, nigga. That's what I'm saying, nigga. You can't do nothing, big man. You
all
can't do
good.
nothing,
It's
nigga.
all good.
I
I
know
ain't
it's
here for
all
that.
fucking good, nigga.
I ain't here for that.
Plain
this is
garbage, nigga.
that's
He said,
Fredro
don't
Starr.
play me.
Damn.
Yeah, Freddie.
I wish it does not. That's the only part of the conversation you have.
Yeah, well, nah, I just pulled up the quick short. I can pull up the whole shebang.
Yeah,
No, that's
he
fine.
was, and I saw him just getting hot sitting there, and he just.
Oh yeah, nah. You know what's that vein?
Oh,
you know the
bro,
ball head
he's
is when that
sitting
little
there.
vein start popping up.
He's sitting there, and I just see him getting hot, and I'm like, "Oh, dude, Charlemagne, you don't feel this energy in the room?
We could hear it still.
Like, you don't feel this energy in the room,
Yeah,
Charlemagne?
you should
Dial it down.
Dial it down. But you know what though? That's like the MO for like, you know, radio station hosts. It's becoming a thing for like podcasters and internet personalities too. It's like the content.
But
like
that's the way it plays out. No jumper.
Yeah.
That's what ends up happening when you play that game.
You go fucking viral. No Jumper's a little different, right? Because me and you talked about this, and I think that although it gives them like a momentary like fucking like explosive moment when they go viral, Almighty Suspect jumps out 30,000 fucking followers on Instagram. I think it hurts the brand more than anything because motherfuckers don't want to go to get interviewed and possibly get beat the fuck up.
Yeah, I mean, that's definitely a very different podcast than other podcasts. Like, you go to Joe Rogan, I'm sure they'd pick you up at the airport and blindfold you and take you to his place, and they're like, listen, we just got to handcuff you, we got to put this sack on your head.
Yeah.
It's nothing personal. It's just, you know, Joe doesn't like people knowing where he lives. And then here you got Adam 22's place that's a free-for-all. Is you could literally beat somebody up and keep your job.
Multiple people have been beat up there.
You could whoop the ass of a guest.
Yo, wait, can I ask you a question?
And be back at work the
This
next
is
week.
the second time someone's been spit on this podcast this year. 2 people have been spit on there.
Yo, bro. So what's up with that, bro?
What the fuck is going
Yo,
on?
What's up with the spitting, bro?
Dude,
nah,
I
must
don't
be some
know.
Cali shit.
We were
Yeah,
talking
it's gotta
about
be.
it, and we were
It's
like,
gotta
that
be
must
some
be some
Cali
West
shit.
Coast shit because, dude, and it's like they spit as like part of a combo.
Yeah.
They're
Yeah,
like,
it was a 3-piece
they throw
combo.
a jab and spit, and then like get at you real quick. You know what
Uh-huh.
I'm saying? It's like throwing dirt in your eye real quick. They're like, oh yeah, you did.
It's like we're already gonna fight.
It gives somebody to drop on you.
The only time I've ever seen somebody spit on somebody else is when somebody didn't want to fight the other person. They're like, "You're not gonna fight me." Well, puh.
Yeah.
Now you have to fight me.
You
Dude,
know
I'll tell you right
That's
now.
the only time I've ever seen that
You're
done.
better off throwing a punch at me.
Yeah.
If somebody spits on you, I feel like that's the ultimate disrespect. Man.
Well, that's why they're doing it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Crazy.
Isn't it a felony in New York?
To
It's
spit on
assault with
somebody?
bodily
Yeah.
fluids. It's assault with bodily
Yeah,
fluids.
you're
That's the
definitely
thing.
not allowed to do that.
You spit
shit.
on a cop, you're doing time.
Oh,
yeah.
and not only that, you get to wear that stupid mask, and you're gonna get an ass whooping.
Yeah, you're gonna get a spit
You're definitely
hood.
gonna get an ass.
Yeah, the spit sock.
You're gonna get a spit hood.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
what
Yeah,
you're gonna
I've
get.
seen many of people wheeled into the emergency room with that shit over their
Yeah,
fucking
they
head.
put that bag on you. They hit you with that Hannibal Lecter bag.
Yeah, you walk in with that shit. Everybody thinks automatically assumes you got AIDS.
Yeah, and you eat people immediately. You eat human flesh.
Yeah.
Somebody see you rolling up in that, boy.
Yeah, we got another one of them brain eaters in the house.
Yeah,
You
must
walk
be them
in-
bath salts.
Walk in with 2 masks on.
Yeah, that's crazy, man.
I didn't think they could breathe through that thing. All right, listen, that's it. We're over the hour. Episode 131
It's in the books.
in the books. I hope you. Thank you for everybody who stuck around tonight. We appreciate you. Oh, real quick, Spaz's question:
Yes.
why don't UFC fighters have sex the night before a big fight?
Why don't UFC fighters? Is it a joke, or is this like a real question?
I thought that was Ronda Rousey's shtick. That's what she said. Isn't that what she said?
That's what most fighters don't have sex during training camp.
It's because they don't really like each other that much.
All right.
I like that dad joke.
Oh man,
That's funny as hell. That dad joke.
yeah, that went right over my head too. And I'm a dad.
Yo, I'm not. Oh, hold on. We're talking about gangster rappers. Fucking Juan's in the chat talking about the baby kills people, which is 100% true.
But he legally kills people.
yeah, he's killed multiple people.
He's killed 2 and injured and wounded 1.
Yeah, he shot one this year in his
Well, that
backyard.
dude broke into his property.
Yeah, crazy. Masters of None, episode 131.
Episode 131. Don't break into the baby's yard.
Yeah, because he will. Bro,
Clean up
I
after
seen
your dog around the baby's
clean up
house.
after your dog. 2 things. Last thing. This is the last thing. Hold on. Do you know I seen him on the other day? He was on somebody's YouTube channel doing like a vlog or something like that, and they were talking about fighting. He goes, "I'd rather shoot you," and I was like, "Oh, this is the first time I heard somebody say that, and they really mean it." Second, have you guys seen the video of Patty Pimbleton, the UFC fighter, on somebody's Pimblett? Excuse me, I said Pimbleton. On somebody's Ring doorbell. and he's apologizing for his dog taking a shit. He's like, yo, can I get like a water or like a hose to clean? He goes, my dog just took a sloppy shit and I can't get it all up in the bag. And the person is like, are you Patty the Batty? And he's like, yeah, I am. And they're like, yo, don't worry about it.
They were like, Scoutses don't clean up shit around here. Scoutses don't clean dog shit.
I can't do the accent, so I wouldn't do it, but it's fucking hilarious. Can you look it up, Twiz?
Yep.
Patty the Batty dog poop. And then that's it. So before Twiz looks it up, we'll go out. You can find us on all your podcast listening platforms. Spotify, Apple Music, Google Podcasts, everywhere. We're everywhere.
We're everywhere. Everywhere you want to be.
And
Was that Discover?
Is that their logo? Slogan?
Everywhere you want to. I don't know. Everywhere you are. Who cares?
Pretty sure that's a tampon.
Yeah, a tamp. A tamp.
Pretty sure that's
That
a
was
tampon.
invented by a man. Isn't that
Of
crazy?
course it was.
But anyway.
Go ahead, Twiz. You can pull us out by playing the Patty the Batty dog poop.
All right, I got you. Ready?
Yeah.
Patty the Batty with the dog poo.
Hello?
Hello, look, my dog's just had like a sloppy shit outside. I was just wondering if you got some water. I don't want to leave it outside your front
Paddy
pot.
the Baddy?
Paddy the Baddy?
It is.
I'm 5 minutes away from home. Don't worry, I'll clean it.
It's just like, you sure? I feel terrible. You know what I mean?
No, it's alright.
It's just had a proper sloppy shit and I can't even pick it up with a poo bag. Know what I mean?
Don't worry, I'll clean it when I get in.
He's just.
I can't
Thank
help.
you very much once again. I'm sorry about that. I hate doing stuff like that. That's why I knocked on.
Go on, I'll see you later. Ta-da.
Ta-da.
Damn, that's pretty cool.
So fucking cool.
But I feel like Portnoy put him up to that. Nah, because he signed to like Barstool Sports Management or something like that.
Oh, you think so?
Yeah, I feel like
Don't
that's
ruin this for me.
Nah, I think he's genuine.
Dude,
I thought it was genuine.
I think he's genuine too, but I can guarantee that they were like, "You really did that? Oh my god, this is incredible!
Yeah,
this is going viral."
Yeah.
They're like, good, do it. Make sure they see your face.
It took a proper sloppy shit.
It did sloppy shit.
Nah, listen, I just saw the video. I saw my man's face, man. And,
Yeah.
and he looked.
Oh, yeah, it's a video. I seen it.
Yeah, it's a video. Nah, he looked genuinely like one of those guys that's like, oh my god, my dog just shitted. I don't want to get fined. Like he had that I don't want to get fined face.
And it's also one of those things. It's like, yo, you clean up after your fucking dog. People should do that.
Nah, I agree.
But that's it. That's all
Yeah,
I wanted
that's
to
it.
share with you
We're
guys.
past the hour, guys. We appreciate
We're
everybody
definitely
that checked out the stream. And yes, we're also on Stitcher One.
I
Yep.
was just gonna say that.
And
Not that you fucking use it.
Yeah,
That's great. Wait, can I say one thing?
of course you
Let's
can.
You guys don't mind? Yo, just real quick. I just want to say for anybody out there, man. I've been talking about this later, and I've seen a lot of my friends going through things. Just remember, man, if you're going through something, if you got something going on in your mind, if you're hurting or you feel lonely, you feel down, you need to pick up, man. Please reach out to your friends. Us here at the Mastodon Pod, we're always we're available for all our friends and family, and just shoot a comment or anything like that or whatever. But just reach out to your friends, man. If you're feeling down, it's the season, there's less sunlight, things like that. People go through sad, whatever the case may be. Reach out to the people that know you and love you, and always feel free to speak and get help. All right, that's all I gotta say, man. I'll leave it to y'all.
Facts, man. We agree with that. And if you guys are feeling a little down, feel free to check out our previous videos.
Yeah.
Go through the whole library, binge the whole thing, all 131 episodes, and see the progression of the pod, because I'm sure that you guys will be appreciative of the progress. That's what we got,
You go
guys.
through all 131 episodes in one day, and I guarantee an erection.
Yeah, guaranteed.
100%.
And for us.
Yeah.
Yo, Pop Game strong.
Yeah, that's it. All right, guys, we appreciate you guys. Twiz, thank you. Berto, we appreciate everybody. And that's what we got. Masters of None, episode 131.
Yeah.
That's it.